Once again, forgot to unmute myself. It's like a curse that I have. Welcome to the LIBERcast, everyone, for this 84th episode. And I have the chance to and the honor to have Francesco Sani with me tonight, and we're going to discuss about sacred principles, feminine sacred principles of self-defense. It's going to be an awesome episode. So everybody who's who's there connecting and the people who will listen to it later, thank you for being there. You're the pillars of the LIBERcast. I mean, I talking to no one is it's not constructive. So I have a beautiful bunch of people who are always joining, and I have the chance to be a bilingual person. So I have the chance to work in the two languages, and I think everybody should be at least trying to learn another language, because it breaks the frontiers of ignorance and apathy. So we are part of the One Great Word Network. Suggest everyone go there. There's like incredible aggregate of people who are working hard, making content, talking about spirituality and the occult and traditions, occult traditions and psychology, and some have the more of a news approach to it. And I suggest everyone to go there. There's so much. There like hundreds of hours of stuff there. So it's all free. You go there and you go and sacrifice a little bit of your Netflix time to go into more of deep understandings about the self and the universe. So everybody go there. So thank you, Francesco, and partaking in the LIBERcast. And I mean, we have to share the information as much as we can, and being constant is one of the aspects that I found not tedious, but I think we have all our responsibility in this world, and one of this is what we are actually both doing, and it's taking in the information, understanding it, and then sharing it with the people around. And in this case, we're using more a virtual approach. It's a global approach to sharing the information. So welcome. And can you talk a little bit about you? What is your path? What is your work? Where we can get it?
Okay, so first of all, thank you, Fred, for having me on today. Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting and important discussion. And yeah, so basically I started on this path, I guess around the years probably 2014 and 2015. And at a certain point, I stumble upon certain more important information, like information on libertarian philosophy, and then that led to anarchist philosophy. And also, I want to mention that one part of my, let's call it awakening, it was about something that we're going to discuss today, actually. So it was about when I got into the libertarian thought, I went also into gun rights and firearm rights. So that was one part of my journey, definitely, that led to then other things, namely natural law and all things related to natural rights. So in the end, I found Mark Passio's material that obviously was pretty much the biggest influence regarding the concept of natural law and natural rights. and that was about 2017 more or less. And then in
Oh, we have a problem with the connection.
oh, here I am. Okay, so basically that later that year, 2017, I started to put my material online. Then in 2018, I started also with the podcast and with the translations, various translations. Started off, I think, with the shorter videos. Then I got into James Corbett's documentaries, and then Mark Passio's material. I think I translated most of his presentations, and well, that's basically pretty much it. And yeah, did my own personal podcast, and I usually translate that as well, because like you, I usually have people from abroad on, especially the United States and the UK also. So I translate that one too, put subtitles in there, and so yeah, I think that's pretty much it in short.
So let me ask you a question. What was it? Was it just the because you stumbled upon Mark's work, or you already had this in you before?
Yeah, regarding the concept of natural law, natural rights, yes, it was Pascio's work, and a little bit, yeah, I just heard it mentioned on in the looking up libertarianism before, so but not very much. I didn't pay that much attention to it. But as far as the bigger picture, yeah, to tell you the truth, even from a young age, I was never really convinced about the system and its legitimacy.
Mm-hmm.
So the problem is, I couldn't really get to the truth of the matter, and so basically, long story short, I also I tried to, in the end, I tried to conform, because I thought that maybe what I was thinking wasn't right, because it seemed that I was kind of the only one thinking it
I
that
mean,
way.
it's usually like that.
Yeah,
I understand you. I mean, when you're, I was surrounded by conformists and statists in my life, and I've always have this flame inside me. I wasn't a conformist at the younger age. I wasn't like against it. I was against authority at a young age. When I became like more of a teenager, and it was a a consequence of a lot of different things. But I mean, even young people, even teenagers, and and younger, can recognize the difference between right and wrong.